everybody. So we have made it to Stormblood, and I said when I went through the first time that I was going to make this video because while I understand that with each area we help out each tribe and we do our little chores to show them that they can trust us, and I understand the core mechanic of how this game works. But at the same time, we are the Warrior of Light. We did save entire nations. We did save a whole lot of people's asses. And some of these chores in Stormblood just crack me up. Because it's like, I know you saved entire nations, but you've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it, lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to cut the thieving bastards regularly, so it happens I sent 3 of my mates out before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. You can kill 2 or so that ought to be enough. Then take a few of these rotting fish as bait, if I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe if you can't find the other group, they've been away longer than I like. So, you know, stick your head in the chum bucket. And the funnier part was when I was doing this on my Lalafell, because I totally, as you can see, my Makoti can reach that. My Lalafell, though, she was like way down there on the ground with my otter over there. I almost wanted to be like, you want me to grab what from where? Do you see how tiny I am? Uppies! Oh there, Lily. I heard you went shark hunting. We did our fair share of beast culling, though. I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match fastest to knockout date, I am told. I should like to think that we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rusho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I should like to think that he cannot. Yeah, we would like to think that he cannot, but, you know.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it.
Loli, what is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You worried you won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that. If at anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Eden, my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I'd always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think that I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. Are we not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Garabanya, I was in Libsalamosa visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. There's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I'd ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to try one. I'll treat you to one when all this is over, Lily too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. You can't forget Y'shtola. You gotta bring Y'shtola a cookie. Alright, Y'shtola too, once she's better. Deal? Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Although there are silly chores and whatnot with Stormblood, I do like the MSQ parts even so, just because of the fact that if you examine, like, party makeup, simple stuff as you're going through these parts of the quest lane, it kind of feels like a day out with the girls, sort of. Like, you get to know the land and what's going on in the area and the politics, just like you do in every other place. But this one, it's a little more personal, you know? Each person is expressing how they feel and you're getting to know each other, and it's really good for world building. So I hope you guys are enjoying the story so far. I'll see you in the next part. Hello, Eorzea. I think this is the Isle of Becca, though to be honest, it looks the same to me as how many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland.
Is that light I see up ahead? We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
Turtle!
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Thorbjorn about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. None of this is probably good for me besides the materia. Thorbjorn is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides do you bear to our home? That is indeed most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader. It will be up to you, however, to present your case.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Stormblood in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Eorzea covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Eorzea.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine. Nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red Brothers live by the sword, we Blue Eorzea uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Insert your list here!
Delight not overmuch in such things, Stormblood. Now, Tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Eorzea?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
I would just like to point out the irony of a cat riding a fish around. This must be Suino Sato, the Ryan village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. If this is Suinato, then Choisai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction, though now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Loli and Alice. We're looking for the overseers of Suinato. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor would I ever even claim to be one. I am a high priest of the Violet Tides. So you are the man we're looking for. Great, we need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no... Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp, chirp. Quiet, I Shinobi, or there will be no dingo for dinner. Ahem, I can do naught to aid you. I see you again. Leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village and why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suinato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we Rhine enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of sea, as was I. Though we have engaged in others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so shall it ever be. Forever and ever apart, forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life. How will you suffer none to endanger it? You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suinato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Go away. I don't care. I don't want to hear about fucking human problems. Leave me the fuck alone. Get out of my cool-ass bubble underwater village. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Gurabanya is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Tetsuya couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Meanwhile, the Tavern of Isari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death. That he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Lily? We could try talking Shasai around. We could ask the villagers if they know anything. Sorobon sent us here. Maybe we should ask him. We find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. I'm gonna pick option 2. Right. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time? Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Hanami, and this is my wife Yanagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion when we have heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yagiri. It's Yagiri's parents. Kami be praised. She lives, she lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suanapto. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangsha. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doma's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yagiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who only wanted to keep her people safe, surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no others would? I am but a humble stonemason, but if the Yakshana Nagadala you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. The naked eye is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have minded similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may not have spreaded her away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find what you seek. I only wish there were more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. If this wreck is the self-same vessel of which Sorobon spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Loli. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Guess that we would have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Loli? This is it. La. Exactly as the Rubens described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. Much as I would like to return and thank Yagiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. We must make for Tamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Loli. Once we arrive, present it to the elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. You have returned, and with the stone, I trust. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin, you said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? Indeed, yes I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred treasures, You have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat men and women such as you as to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly will we aid your cause. All is ready, Soraban. Give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort? Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or of the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would necessarily be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from Omzuran to defend their treasures. And here we sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for, without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Asari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be all right. Great. How do we do that again? Stone is one of the 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others and hereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault. More or less. The stone belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans and bid them ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Soysatu. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in all this and all other endeavors. Right. I am not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight. The bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Alice is always ready for a fight. I freaking love her. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too. Let's do this. Right. Not left to say then. To the Isle of Zeki. Right, let's go and find that cave. Whoa. Apologies. I was trying to talk to Alice. Whoops. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Should we get a plan for once we get to the Isle? How about the 2 of us get the guards' attention while the 3rd heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other 2 joins them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Lily to be one, given her peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You 2 will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I am inside, I will contact you via link pearl. Right, come on, Lily, we got work to do. You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Allie stays all right, too. Lily, Lise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage heading deeper within. Hurry. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good thing I might add. It sounds like a whole garrison is headed straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit! Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
What in the world?
Who hath made us whole?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Korjin.
It was I who made you whole.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious we do commend thee, daughter of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills. Just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth. The ringing silence, the raging calm, all riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos. We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
That was not part of the plan. The corrosion problem was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation involving the aether stored in the treasures and the religious fervor with which the Kozen guard them, or something. A pity Alphino isn't here to provide it. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, if Sorbin and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seemed surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the wind's capricious fortune, does it? Then the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish I could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Lise, you and I will do our best to draw the Kozen away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over the Isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid, as you can guess, I'm sorry, Lily, I truly am. But neither of us can even approach Suisano, much less defeat him, which means you're on your own. What's new about that? Well, who knows? She does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decided to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by? Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point in putting this off.
Let the rebels begin! Ah! Yeah!
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders, and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it. Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing. But if your mind is made up, then that is that. I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy. All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything? I had hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very. Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord Hien, be it with your help or with your heads.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
Confederacy. They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all.
I would just like to point out that I cannot stand this bitch. Like, I don't want to spoil for anybody watching, but I cannot stand her. She's a twit, and she remains a twit throughout.
It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
My lady, I'm going outside. The Kami are not finished with you yet.
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. She's counting on us.
Susano is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
Is it true? Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move? Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you, only your Imperial masters. No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her, she can handle herself.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?